Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism with Autism and Us. Let me put the link in for Mr. Charles. Let me see. So, if you are brand new to our Let's Talk Autism, what this is all about is just us coming together, another way for us to socialize, another safe space for us parents to talk about autism and a little bit of, other things. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment. Let me see. I forgot to see if everything was okay with Linda. See if she's going to be able to chime in this evening while we wait for Mr. Charles. Sammy, dog is barking in the backyard. See who's here. Hey, Teresa, how are you? There's Mr. Charles. I put the link in for you. Hey, Candy. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Let me see. Will you? All right, we'll see. Anyway, what's been going on, you guys? DeAndre he had his winter break. Oh, matter of fact, let me share this into the other group. Let's see. Join us. I hear you in there, Mr. Charles. There you go.
Okay. Here I is.
Here you is. Yeah, DeAndre. Today is his last day. Ari, can you turn that TV down, please? His last day, they had winter break.
Okay.
So he'll be going back to school. So he's back home. So you guys know I had a whole week. And I got a lot done though. And I want to apologize to you guys. I know I said Friday for the book club. Things just got a little tangled and I sort of kind of forgot. But we will definitely make up for that. Candy says my son turning 11 Friday, still in disbelief. Well, happy almost birthday. Yes, 11 years old. Hey, Monique, how are you? How's Justice?
I'll wait till you get to where I'm at. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe that my daughter is 52. So.
Oh, yeah. 52.
Yeah.
Your baby.
Yeah. My grandson, my granddaughter-in-law just turned 24, and my grandson's 23. And having a granddaughter-in-law.
Wow. Yeah. Teresa says doing good. David has the common cold, bacterial infection, virus, and bronchitis. Okay. Well, we hope David feels better real soon. Real soon. Kelly says my autistic grandson is almost 3 and started going to the potty.
All right. Very good.
My daughter is a happy mama. Yeah, I know she is. That's always exciting when our babies go to that potty. Queen will be, oh my goodness, all these birthdays.
All right.
Queen is 50 already. Oh my God. Well, happy early birthday. Wow. Wow, these kids growing up right before our eyes. Wow. Are you guys planning any special birthday parties? Yeah. Congratulations on that potty. Yes. Are you guys for the birthday Babies, are yet you guys planning anything special? Mm. Yeah, so I just inboxed Linda, so I don't know. I know RS had the issue with his shoulder, so I don't know if she'll be able to join us this evening.
Yeah. It's something, of course, the fact that, a lot of autistic kids, they don't just automatically pick up on what the potty is for. And there may be sensory issues too that get in the way of potty training that make it difficult. Um, you know, uh, or then, cause the child to regress. And, you have all these complications. But, I'm thinking back to my daughter, on the other hand, who's not autistic, of course. Um, when she was barely a year old, we had this potty chair that somebody given us as a baby shower present. And so her mother and I decided, let's put her on the potty to see what happens. And she immediately demonstrated she knew what it was for.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, how she knew, I don't know, but whether it was instinct or whether she, figured out that's what her mother was doing when she had sat on the toilet, I don't know. But she right away, yeah,
Well, that's good. I love to hear when DeAndre was one of those sensory problematic children. He wasn't fully potty trained until he was like 14. And when I say fully,
yeah,
no, number one, number two, he got number one, maybe about 11, but the whole shebang, it took us like 14 years and he's finally got it. Finally got it.
yeah,
Hmm. Sonia says probably just take her out to eat. She doesn't like too much. Okay. Okay. Well, out to eat is always good. Candy says I'm bringing cupcakes and the teachers are ordering pizza. Okay. Okay. I skipped this one. My son's teachers are throwing him a party. Awesome. Awesome. Kelly says, I don't think Riker likes the feeling of being messy. He is also funny about his hand and feet being messy. He always wears his shoes, even inside the house. Okay. Yeah, he don't
yeah,
get stuff on him. Yeah. Well, that is good. I am proud of Riker. That's
yeah,
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So what else? Anyone else have a winter break? I know you guys in Cali. I think Teresa said, no, they don't get winter break. You guys don't get winter break because school will be almost out. Um, but you guys get out May, I believe. Is it May? Yeah, our babies go. We actually they had winter break this month. They'll have spring break next month for a week, and then after that, they won't have a break until it's time for summer vacation in June, and that's usually around maybe the first week or the second week, depending. Candy says kids been out since Tuesday because of the snow. Oh, okay, wow. So they had a nice long break because of the snow issues. Yeah, I know here it was. We had one day that was just terrible. And then yesterday, it was pretty good. We still have snow on the ground, but it was a very nice day yesterday, for winter. The sun was shining. It was just a beautiful day. Today was okay.
it's expected to warm up here as we get into the week, but then next weekend we're supposed to get back into deep freeze mode.
Okay. Yeah, I wish it just all go away. Kelly says Jordan is 20 and we still have issues, but he's doing so much better with going on his own or coming to get me to take him. Okay,
Yeah,
that's awesome. At least he's trying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teresa says 3 more months until my son David 14th birthday and also 8th grade. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. What is this? This is February, March, April, May. Yeah, June. So I got about 5 more months before DeAndre turns 19. Candy says he's going back to Monday. So happy. Virginia over the when it comes to snow. He's going. So I'm assuming you're saying he's going back to school Monday. Um, Virginia over,
Yeah, something's missing there.
yeah, overdoes it, maybe.
I think maybe she's saying that Virginia has had all its snow that's going to get in the foreseeable future. Maybe that's what she's saying.
Okay. Okay, let me go over here. Alanis, Alanis. I hope I'm saying it
Yeah,
right.
Alanis.
My daughter has been homeschooled due to certain things that she has challenges with, and she is now 8 years old. Is it still possible to get her into a school program or just schooling of any kind, in any kind of way? When she has aggressive meltdowns and is still learning to go to the potty on her own. She has been in occupational therapy and speech therapy, but it came down to the point where her therapist got pregnant and couldn't deal with her meltdowns. Wow. Her therapist requested that I get her into ABA therapy, but ABA therapy does not accept her insurance. And they also do not take out of pocket payments. Wow. Which is making it very difficult, especially here on the Gulf Coast, to find appropriate therapy for her. Oh, wow. I'm sorry you're going through that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
First, let me ask you, what part of the Gulf Coast? That's my home. Gulf Coast of Mississippi, past Christian, Biloxi, Gulfport, that way. Um, so your daughter has been homeschooled. I'm assuming since she started schooling. I don't see a reason why she couldn't start a school program. As long as she has her, your paperwork, you can get her in the proper setting. Um, so I would definitely talk to the school about that and see what services also is available for her in the school. Because usually the public schools, I know here, they've been having issues with speech therapists. There's not, every time you turn around, they're either leaving or they just don't have enough speech therapists to go around. So a lot of the kids are lacking. But I would definitely inquire, with the school about that. But I don't see why she wouldn't be able to start a school program. And ABA, I don't know where you located, or well, I know you said the Gulf Coast. I don't know how theirs work, but if you are willing to pay out of pocket, although it can be rather expensive, that's probably one of the reasons they won't accept um, payments, out of pocket. But I would, I would wonder why and what type of insurance, if you don't mind sharing. You have private insurance that they're not accepting.
Yeah, I know there's 5 states that border on the Gulf.
Oh yeah, Florida,
Yeah.
Alabama, somewhat, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas.
Yeah.
My home. um, Kelly says our kids have winter break over Christmas break. Wait a minute. Okay. Our kids have winter break over Christmas break, and then spring break near Easter. Okay, so they consider their winter break Christmas during Christmas time.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I was in kindergarten through second grade, living in New York State, that's how it was. Then Connecticut spring break didn't necessarily coincide with Easter. It was kind of more a set time in the calendar, and no matter where Easter fell. So,
Mhm.
but New York, it's set to coincide with Easter.
Okay.
At least that's how it was when I was growing up. Might
Mhm.
have changed since then.
And if any of you other parents, if you are from Alanis, I hope I'm saying it right still. If you guys can help her, if you're around the Gulf Coast area or in Mississippi, I see. Bay St. Louis. Yes, I was born in Pass Christian, Pass Christian, Mississippi. Um,
Bay St. Louis. Okay.
yeah, that's right, like right next door to where I was born, Bay St. Louis. Um, Candy says Virginia closed school an extra day, and I felt it was. Oh, that's what you were trying to say. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
okay, they're doing a little bit too much, huh? Hey, Ashley, how are you?
Hi, Ashley.
Hope all is well.
Yeah, I lived in Virginia for uh, just shy of 40 years. So, but as an adult. So, my daughter went to school there.
Okay.
In fact, she went all the way from K through 12 there in Virginia.
Janice, hello and welcome. Janice says, we homeschool now due to verbal and physical abuse in the public school system. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry that happens, um, with our babies. That's why it is. I say this, and I know a lot of us parents do, but it's very important, especially you know when our babies are in school, that we show face, we show up, and if we need to show out, to show out. It's very important to attend all meetings. It's very important to do pop-ups. I mean, just come. If you have a free day, if you're not working, just go up to the school. Maybe even volunteer to sit in the classroom sometimes. A lot of times when you show face, that lets them know, that yeah, I'm around. I'm around. Try it if you want to. But I am so sorry that's happened to you, and I don't blame you, because if there was any type of physical abuse or verbal abuse with my son, I probably would have done the same thing. Oh, and they won't. That's interesting. Especially being connected with, your Medicaid. Then, well, I'm in a different state, so maybe it works differently. Usually, Medicaid would kick in. Is there any type of waiver, like community behavioral health, that you may can sign up for, that may help with the ABA program?
Yeah, a lot of times there's some grant somewhere that you can
Mhm.
find, but you have to know how to look for it.
Yeah, if you have a support coordinator, if you are working with a regional center, then your support coordinator should be able to help you with that. Like if you need a waiver for ABA. So if you do, I don't know if you're working with a support coordinator, but if you are, I would definitely inquire with he or she, and let them know that your child really needs ABA. maybe they can push it along. Yes, a long wait list for speech most. Yeah, it has been an issue. I know here in Detroit, it's been an issue for me for the last few years. You know, they get a therapist in, and then um, something happens, and they're no longer there, or the beginning of the school year, there's no speech therapist. Like for now, DeAndre is out of high school, but he goes to, the adult center, which they still get their services. But the first thing they told me was speech therapy. I'm like, oh, not again. So we have to wait. So what they do is in the summer, they can, I mean, it's your choice. They could go to summer school and get the therapy that they missed, that would be that makeup time that they missed during the school year. And that's only if by the summer they have the available speech therapist. It must be something about, I wonder, is it the pay, or, it just makes you wonder. Is
Yeah,
that
it does make me wonder too if maybe speech therapists aren't paid that well, and because something about it, it seems like they don't tend to be stable. They tend to not stay in the same with the same organization for any length of time.
mhm, right? Kelly says, I have been in the same situation with my son, Jordan. He was homeschooled also. However, the school should get you in touch with therapists. His IEP was through the school district. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I agree. Once you get your child in school, they should. It's with ABA. I know during your IEP meetings, the social worker that your child will work with should have a list of ABA centers. And again, I'm not sure how Mississippi is and how far out you'll have to go, but you should be able to get something from the social worker. Yeah, I agree, Kelly. Amy, hello. Amy says, I don't trust the public school system with my kids, both autistic. We homeschool. Yes. Yep. That's the best way to do it. If you don't trust them and you're able to homeschool, definitely. Definitely. And people have various reasons. So, yeah. Candy says, my son goes to private day school. The teacher texts me and sends notes home. Good. Communication is key, definitely. Well, hello, Miss Beth. How are you? I'm supposed what's say the name of her city?
Oh yeah, okay. Um, in
Dwight.
Ohio, wait.
I'm gonna get it. I had it the last time, but
Oh, what were you saying? Oh, the one from Dowagiac,
Tawajiat.
Dowagiac, Michigan. Okay.
Did you guys get a lot of snow up there? Amy says in Ohio, waivers and assistance are based by county. Typically, the bigger the county, the more benefits available. Okay. All right. Hi, Ramona. Ramona, I need to talk to you. I know we have the event coming up on April 19th. And if you are not busy that day, I would either like you to come and set up a table or either come and speak if you can. So one of these days before then, we'll have to get on the phone. Just let me know when it's good for you.
Hi, Ramona.
Beth says, my friend lives in Mississippi and her child is on Medicaid. They pay for 40 hours a week of ABA. She had to provide medical records, but Medicaid pays. Yeah, that's what I was kind of surprised that when she said Medicaid, because you know, usually they'll accept Medicaid before they accept anything else, but maybe she needs some type of waiver. Candy says pay, and sometimes some folks don't have patience like I do. Yeah. Well, I a lot of times though, Candy, especially with our babies, um, you know, nobody's gonna have the patience that we do with our babies. That's nice, Beth. I'm looking for in-home ABA and my Hope Medicaid. Yep, Amy, I'm here in Michigan. Medicaid should. My son had had both center base and in home, and Medicaid paid for, well, the first part of it. My private insurance paid for it. Then Medicaid paid, but they definitely will pay for in home therapy. Well, at least they should. I'm assuming because it's Medicaid, you know, it works the same all over. I don't know, but yeah, they should. She's she's sounding it out again. The why the Wajak.
Yeah,
The
Dewajak. Yeah.
Wajak. Candy says my son goes to speech therapy, and Sammy, and I only get my session because he goes like 8 a.m. They seem to have speech therapy sessions during school hours. Okay. Um, and usually with that, they should be excused. Yeah. That should be automatic excuse with your district. Again, I don't know how it works in Virginia, but I know here, like if when my son has any type of therapy outside of school, he's automatically excused for that time period. Ooh, y'all got 9 inches. Okay.
Oh wow.
Laughing my hay off, turning into adult chat. Hello, I would love to do that. Well, Amy, sometimes we break the monotony over here to talk about other things. That's what it's all about. Us just coming together and, you know, a safe space though. Hello, I would love to do that. You could give me a call at, let me put you in my phone. I'm gonna save you in my phone right now. And I will probably give you a call sometime towards the middle of this week. And if you have any events coming up, let me know because I'm working on a website so I can include everybody's event. That if you're having an event for the month of April, so I want to include everybody's event.
Are you going to be, doing focus lives during April?
Yeah, that's an idea too. So get on the list, Mr. Charles.
Okay. Well, you can put me on the list, or if there's something you want me to do, you can let me know what I need to do to get on the list.
Nothing but let me know when you ready and available.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
That's
what?
fine.
So I'm thinking, Mr. Charles, what I will do, instead of me having to log you on, I'll just give you access to the main page, and you could, whenever you ready, you could just do the just come on.
Yeah. If you tell me how to do it, then
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
do it. Maybe I'll.
that way, if something comes up, because I'm in school and everything, then you could just come on and do your thing.
Yeah, that way too. Yeah, I can do a little dry run, make sure I know how to do it, make sure it works, and then, before the time comes. So when the time comes, if I run into trouble, I've fixed the trouble ahead of time.
Yeah. Okay. Um, let's see, where am I at? Where am I? Oh, I I think homeschooling and public schools depend on child's ability. Jordan did better at home. Oh, excuse me. Jeremiah, my middle son did special classes in public, and my oldest son with Asperger's loved his. Okay.
Yeah, and there are other factors that can go into it. One reason why homeschooling, if it had been available when I was growing up, might have been a good thing for me, at least when I got to high school, is that the school system ran out of math classes to challenge me. And
Uh-huh.
I took some correspondence courses from the university, but but if homeschooling had been an option, that probably would have helped, because some of these programs have college level courses that you can take through their program.
Okay. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything there because you know how Facebook. Um, okay. Oh, there it is. Gifted programs. Okay. Loved his gifted programs. All right. Thank you. We got 10 inches in Virginia. Now, does it snow? It must not snow too often in Virginia. Or
Yeah, it does. It snows often enough. I lived in Virginia for almost 40 years, and
okay.
most years we got some significant snow. There were a couple of winters when we got very little snow. In fact, one of them happened to be the winter when I was dating Heloise long distance. The other one happened to be the winter when I was dating Cindy long distance. And so the snow didn't interfere with our traveling to visit each other in either case. But that just happened to be the way it was. But like the winter before, the one in which I dated Heloise, winter before that, we had almost a meter of snow on the night of January 7th, I think it was,
Mhm.
1996.
Okay. 1996. That seems so long ago.
I know, yeah,
All my boys had social issues, so okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we all do. All of us on the spectrum have that.
Kelly says, and yes, all my boys are on the spectrum. My girls weren't diagnosed. I have two girls. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's true that boys are more likely to have autism than girls. I don't think the 4-to-1 necessarily 4-to-1 ratio, as has often been quoted. I think the ratio may be less than that, but I think and from my just looking around my family, my brother, my mom suspected that he was on the spectrum, and my daughter and I both believe that he is, although he's never been tested. Um, Whereas my sister definitely was not. My
Mm.
daughter is not. Uh, I mean, you can tell when they are as social as she was, and pick up on things the way she did, and so on. Just um, although she has ADHD, but she doesn't have autism, and
Okay.
but still, I can recall, at least I can think of at least three women I've crossed paths with in my life that I now believe are on the spectrum.
Okay. And what made you believe that? You seen?
Different things about them that I think back to their social awkwardness for one thing. Their that was one thing, and they're not really being in tune with the world around them. It's just that's kind of the main thing I I think of, uh, and so I three that I think are or were, but even that I don't know. It's just my guess. But I think of more guys though that I suspect are or were.
Hmm. Amy says, I can't wait for it to warm up so we can go to the parks again. Oh, yes. My 5-year old hates cold wind in particular. He's only going from car to house, etc. Will not play outside or anything in the winter. That's me. I can't stand the cold. I can't wait either, though. Beth says a lot of employers also will let employees use FMLA for kids' therapies. Yep. Transportation to and from. My son in law used to FMLA if he needs to take Carter to ABA or pick him up during work hours or for appointments. Wait a minute, I have to go here. Carter has. Oh, that was it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, um, I would definitely inquire about that. Anybody need to know about family medical leave, the Family Medical Leave Act? I have used it also for DeAndre when taking him to doctor's appointments, therapies. Um, if I needed to go home because I had to pick him up from school. So, yes, that's something definitely to look into. You don't get paid, you lose out on your money, but it helps when it helps you keep your job when you have to um, do those things for your children. Some companies are shitty about FMLA though. They found another reason for it, but my husband and I both know he was fired because he was using FMLA. Oh well, he has a lawsuit. That's federal. They're not supposed to do that. If that doctor, if that doctor put on there that that was his time, then he has a case because they're not supposed to do that.
The thing is, the trick is proving that he wasn't fired for the reason they gave as
Right.
a reason for dismissal.
Oh yeah. If they said they fired him from for FMLA, oh yeah, they'll be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but they didn't say that though. That's what
Oh,
she's saying. She's saying that they found another reason for it.
oh, okay. I see. I see. Yeah, yep, yep.
They
But my
claim they were
husband and
firing him for some other reason, but
I, okay.
so it's
Yep.
the
If you
trick is
guys
proving
can
that
prove
that's why they got rid of him.
it. Mm. And it's sad that employers would stoop that low. I'm sorry that happened to them. Uh, Seems like the boys on my mother's side are diagnosed. My cousin has a son and daughter. Her daughter was diagnosed. She is the only girl that I know of in our family, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
The only girl. Wow. Okay, can't prove it.
And that's it. Well, definitely there are women on the spectrum. I mean, the author of the book that we're reading for the book club is living proof of that.
Yeah, definitely women. Now, Kelly, with your daughters, did you ever suspect or no that they were on the spectrum or no? Let's see. Let me see. I think Linda just chimed in here. Oh yeah. So of course, well, it's almost time to log off, but she won't make it tonight, and she thinks she has COVID. So we'll be praying for Linda.
Yeah, tell her, get plenty of rest, and I hope she feels better soon.
Okay. Um, Kelly says PA has a program that a family member can get paid to care for a child or young adult. And no, I never suspect. Okay. Here too in Michigan. Um, but uh, mom and dad are excluded, but any other family member can get paid to take care of their, uh, relative, like his sister, DeAndre's sister. So she can do his morning care and everything and get paid for it, whereas I can't. And I don't know why they do that. But yeah, we have that program also here. Beth says, my son in law, we know as autistic, very high intelligence, Asperger's. Okay. We also are 99% sure his mom is autistic. Then my grandson, three in his, so three in his family, grandma, dad, and grandson. Okay. Okay. So you got a link there. Hmm. Hey, Rachel, long time no see. How are you?
Hey, Rachel.
How are you doing? What you been up to? Sammy. So while we have a brief pause here, um, Detroit, Metro Detroit, we are having Autism Moms event, sweatpants and mimosas, Saturday, April 19th. And we'd love for all of you Autism Moms to come on out. I am actually updating the website now. Well, this week I started. All the information will be on there. But we are still looking for, we still have spots for vendors. And if you like to speak, reach out to me. If you like to donate and help with the cause, we'd appreciate it. And your donation can be um, self care products because we are giving away gift bags for the moms, and we are also raffling off a gift basket. Or you can donate monetarily. We have a donation button here on Facebook. We also, you can donate through PayPal, through our website, autismandus.org, or Cash App, Autism and Us. I was about to say .org, but Cash App is Autism and Us. So if you'd like to help out, let us know. We also accept checks made out to Autism and Us. You can send to our P.O. Box. That information is available on our website, or you can reach out to me. Um, Rachel says, now what's wrong, Rachel? My son go to school 2 times a day. Okay. Two times a day. I don't understand what you mean. Are you saying he goes like, well, then that wouldn't make sense, would it? Once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Um, Kelly says, I really didn't know much about the spectrum. Justin was born in 91 and Jeremiah 93. So they were older when diagnosed through the school and pediatrician. Jeremiah was diagnosed with PDD. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know too much about it either when I first heard the name.
And PDD is one of those several names, different names they had for autism.
That's what DeAndre was
Pervasive,
diagnosed. Yeah,
pervasive development disorder, it stood for.
but he had the NOS at the end of his. PDD NOS, or is that the same
Yeah, what
thing?
did NOS stand for? That's the thing I never got.
Um, I don't know. But yeah, when his very first diagnosis was autism, PDD NOS.
Yeah, I've heard of PDD NOS, but I've never been able to figure out what the NOS part stood for.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to Google that. Matter of fact, let me do that now. Candy says, "Wish I could. My son is always under me." Hey, Dinah. I'm getting ready to
Hi,
Google this.
Dinah.
Pervasive developmental disorder, not otherwise specified. Okay.
Okay, not otherwise specified. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Actually, now I
Oh,
think I
Kelly.
have heard that before. Yeah.
Kelly gave it to us. There we go. Okay. Um, I knew it, but I forgot. His after that initial diagnosis, then that's when they gave him the levels. He got, the level. First, he had level 2 and 3, and then he was just put at level 3. Jordan was born 2004, so I was better educated. Now I get help. My daughter with grand. You can help your daughter with grandson. Okay, awesome. Okay, not otherwise specified. Okay. David was also diagnosed with autism, PDD, NOS too. Okay. Yep, not otherwise specified. Not otherwise specified.
Yeah.
Yep.
In my case, I was originally diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which is the term in
Mhm.
vogue then for high functioning. And now they don't use the term high functioning either. Now at level 1 is what they use now.
Mhm. Yep, level 1, 2, and 3. They had put something else. Wait, let me Google that because it was something else they had added. Autism.
And of course, and this is also in the book I'm reading, that the level doesn't tell the whole story, but the story it tells, the part of the story it tells, is the likelihood of a person's being able to function independently as an adult. But there's more to it. The type of thinking, someone who thinks in pictures, someone who's a spatial visual thinker, which is what apparently I am. That goes along with the being mathematically inclined. And then
Mm-hmm.
there are people generally, of course, we're talking about neurotypical people here who are verbal thinkers. But there are a lot of people who think in pictures who are not on the autism spectrum, like Cindy. She thinks in pictures. My
Uh-huh.
second wife had always thought in pictures. So
Thinking in pictures.
yeah, so it's so the whole business of verbal versus visual spatial versus pictorial thinking is it's not just on or off the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't find what I'm looking for. It'll probably come up uh, when I least expect it. Uh, Kelly says, "Did you find it more difficult, Mr. Charles, because of being so intelligent?"
I think what I found was that some had difficulty understanding the disparity in my abilities with different things. Uh, my being way ahead in certain areas, but being right with my peers in
Mm-hmm.
other areas, and even having difficulty with some subjects. Like history was not, social studies in general was not one of my strong subjects, but now I feel I can relate to history more than I could when I was growing up.
Okay. Beth says, "It's kind of funny to me. My daughter, Carter's mom, also an ABA therapist." Okay. Now points out all of our traits, and his diagnosis diagnosed us all as being autistic. She's been studying too hard.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I think it goes back to a book. The fact that the person thinks in pictures, for example, does not mean the person necessarily is on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Kelly says it seems to be more difficult for my oldest son because of his high IQ. He was socially inept.
That's the thing. In the matter of being very intelligent but lacking common sense, that's the thing people have difficulty understanding.
Okay, everybody, we are at our last few minutes. If anybody would like to come on up, if you have something to share, good news, not so good news, if you have an event coming up, if you'd like to share information about your website, your organization, you got have a group, feel free to come on up and join us. Of course, it has to be autism related, but come on up and share. Or, like I said, if you have something, just want to say hi, if you want to say something inspiring or motivational, feel free to come on up. We have a few more minutes left, and we'd like to take this time to open up the floor. Wait a minute. My son, my son-in-law is highly intelligent, but has no common sense.
He might be on the spectrum.
I can't wait to talk about the book. Okay, I'm gonna get it together. I promise, Kelly. Um, we can try again. Well, I actually had it set for the 28th. Is everybody good with the 28th? That was the original
Yeah,
date.
this Friday.
So is everybody good with the 28th?
Yeah, I don't see any problem with the 28th.
Okay, so we will definitely do the 28th because that's what it was originally set for anyway. So we'll do it. We'll do it then. Candy said, let's have a great week. Hopefully, no more snow. Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. Even though you got to admit, snow is cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit too cool.
I see.
Well, Mr. Charles was talking about talking about it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Friday the 28th. Be there or be square. Um, Danny, hi Danny. It feels good
Hi,
to hear
Danny.
y'all. We need all the support we can get. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's continue being that loving community that we are. And there is no more last words, or no one wants to come up. I will bid you all good night. February 28th. And I hope you all have a great, great, wonderful week on purpose. And just enjoy it. Beth says no snow. You could keep the cool, Mr. Charles. Right, right. Have an awesome week, everyone. Thank you, Kelly. You too. You
You
too.
too, Kelly.
All right, you guys. I may be back on for a check-in and chat this week during the early parts of the day, either the morning or afternoon, just depending. I don't know what day. But book clubbers, I will definitely see you guys this coming Friday. So you
Okay.
guys have a great
6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Beth says, have a great week, everyone. Yes, definitely have a great week. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Till next time. Make sure you do, Kelly. Gotta have that coffee.
Yeah.
Cups up.
All right. You bring coffee, I'll bring the wine.
Yeah, that too.
All
Have
right.
a great night. Be safe. You too, Candy. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next week, same time, same place. See you soon.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.